to Jasper's Theater. Are you ready for some fun today? Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Are you ready for some fun? I love it. You guys are a great audience, I can tell already. My name is Kathy Brecky. I direct shows here at Jasper's Theater, and if you've never been here before, welcome to our family. We do music, magic, comedy shows with 4 generations of our family, along with some other fun shows like the one you're about to be at today. So thank you for supporting clean, fun family entertainment here for 13 years. Give yourselves a hand. Now the first thing we do here is we make sure that you all know who you're sitting by, because you're not going to sing along and laugh and have fun if you feel all uncomfortable. And my mom, she always taught us hospitality is important. So what I want you to do is stand up, find somebody you don't know, and say hi, tell them where you came from, and tell them how wet you are. Come on. Those here. On a hot day, nothing better than Lutefisk popsicle sliming right down your knuckles. How many of you have never, ever been in Jasper's Theater? Raise your hand. Wow! Welcome to the family. That's great. It's so great to have you. Don't think that we're normal, because we're not. All right, and those of you, how many of you have come back and see different shows here before? Maybe this year. Who was here this year already? Oh, a lot of you were here this year already. Wow, it's so fun. Who drove the furthest? Who's from Iowa? Iowa, nobody. Back there from Iowa. All right, where's everybody from? Holler it out. California. Australia? You are a liar, I know you. But it was fun, yes. She just hoped she was going to get a prize. Yes, you get to clean the bathrooms. All right, who's been here the most times this year? Okay, that one's probably true. Her name is Jeannie. How many times have you been here?
9.
9 times this year. She's not even lying. She comes all the time. She's the only guest I've ever let back in our dressing rooms. She couldn't believe it. Am I in your chair? Some people's kids, I'm sorry. All right, we've got a few things we need to do. There's a birthday boy here. Where's Ken Brewer? Ken? Is it your 21st birthday today? Oh, I think so. All right, help me out. Happy birthday to you. His name is Ken. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ken. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for celebrating here. Jeannie is here, our friend Jeannie Bonfig, and a group of 14. You are good. You got them trained to do that? All right. Velma Westlow has a group of 23 here. Where are you guys at? Oh, I see we have a little light competition going. I like that. Joyce Burkhardt is here with a group of 10. It's So, have you had your shots for that? Young at heart, where are you?
Hey!
They're young, all right. You know, I had a gentleman say this to me one time. He says, what is it about Americans, or just human race? Why do we go, ah, when we're like excited about things? It sounds like we're in pain, doesn't it? All right. You know, I just saw my cousin come in, and she has been in the hospital for months, and I don't know where you're sitting, but Bev Hildy, where are you? Bev got discharged yesterday, and she's here today. Give Bev We all know what that's like, and you're so happy to get out of those places, aren't we? All right, we have one more show tomorrow, the Music Magic Comedy Dance. So if you are having fun, come back tomorrow. And then we also host this show one more time next Saturday. If you want to get on our mailing list, you can leave your address up front as you leave. You can also, let's see here, like us on Facebook. And if you have crazy ideas or good jokes, always please email us and stay in touch. All right, now, this is a 50s kind of show, so you got to help me out. If I said, it's one for the money, what would you go? 3 to get ready now. But don't you? Alright, what about, let's see here. Is this the 60s or the 50s? Come on, baby. That's right. Let's see. Shake, rattling. See, I'm not that old, but I got this. I'm creeping up on this age, too. I like it, though. You know, when you're a piano player, I love to play all the 50s music on the piano, so this is going to be great. Got another song? What's another 50s song? You guys all get awful quiet. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on and join me. I lost you all. I'm the blonde Norwegian here. All right, well, I can tell that you are the right audience for this show. Today, our good friend Louis Ronkin is going to take you through the musical history of Buddy Holly and kind of Buddy's impact on that musical era. And then in the second half, he's going to come out as Buddy Holly, and you'll get to hear all of the Buddy Holly music. And interspersed in that is my dear and beloved aunt, Auntie Creamsaugen. And she's going to give you maybe a little marriage counseling, a little tall tales from growing up in the 50s. And together, it's going to be a wonderful slice of life. So I invite you to sit back, relax, do not behave, and enjoy the show. Please welcome Mr. Louis Ronkin.
Thank you. Here's Buddy Holly's first song. Blue days, black nights, blue tears keep on falling for you, dear. Now you're gone. Blue days, black nights, my tears keep on calling for you, dear. You alone. Oh, memories of you make me sorry. I gave you reason to doubt me, and now you're gone. And I'm left here all alone with blue memories. Think of you. Here's Buddy. Oh, memories of you make me sorry. I gave you reason to doubt me, but now you're gone. And I'm left here all alone with blue memories. I think of you with blue memories. I think of you. Ah, that's Buddy's first song. Yeah, we're going to teach you all about Buddy Holly tonight. You'll learn about how he got started. You know, that great era we all remember, the 50s, you know, that I'm that sentimental type guy. You know, whenever you hear a song, it triggers some memory, something. Or you see a car. You know, I just saw a 56 Chevy. It brought me back to my first ride in a 56 Chevy that I remember. I can remember the smell of the upholstery, the glow of those dash lights, the chrome. Or I heard Pat Boone singing April Love on the way over. It triggered a memory. You know, we're all like that. Music of our era. That was a great era. We'll talk about it a lot. I also have a special guest. My Auntie Creamsagen is going to come out and tell stories about us growing up and about her experiences from that era. I know you'll love her. Buddy Holly, a great time. Those of us that went through the 50s, every one of us have fond memories of that era. But in 1959, it changed in a hurry. We heard this on the radio.
We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin. 3 young singers who soared to the heights of show business on the current rock and roll craze were killed today in the crash of a light plane in an Iowa snow flurry. The singers were identified as Richie Valens, 17, Buddy Holly, 22, and J.P. Richardson, known professionally as the Big Bopper. The aircraft, chartered from the Dwyer Flying Service, crashed near Mason City, ironically the setting for the prominent musical The Music Man. The pilot, Roger Peterson of Clear Lake, Iowa, was also killed. The 3 singers had appeared at the Surf Ballroom in Clear Lake, Iowa last night and were on their way to Fargo, North Dakota. Their small chartered plane crashed in a lonely farmyard about 15 miles northwest of Mason City. Cause of the crash was due to inclement weather conditions. Details upcoming from Action Central News.
I know many of you remember that. I think I do. I think I remember hearing that, and it impacted me. I was playing Buddy Holly songs by that time. We all loved him. Half the artists that followed seemed to have picked up something from Buddy Holly. But you know, he was just human. Buddy grew up in Lubbock, Texas. He was born in 1936 into a musical family, middle-class family. He had 3 brothers and 1 sister. And for entertainment, they'd sit around and play songs. Well, Buddy was expected to learn an instrument. So his mother, being the mother she was, tried to teach him piano. My mother tried to teach me piano. Didn't work. So she tried violin, and that didn't work either. I think they even tried accordion. I dabbled in that too. Didn't work until Larry, his brother, bought him a guitar. Now, a guitar player starts out by learning a D chord, maybe a G chord, or a C chord, A chord, and goes on and on. Pretty soon you're strumming. This is called strumming. Once you can strum, you can play songs. So they'd sit around the living room and they'd sing songs as a family. They'd also listen to that radio. Yeah, they'd pick up tunes from there. But it wasn't long until Larry said, "Buddy, you've got to go beyond that strumming stage." And he showed him this. Now, you're at the next level. You're playing bass and you're playing the guitar. And you can speed it up and you get tunes like, "Oh, 5'2", eyes are blue, but oh, what those 5 feet can do. Has anybody seen my gal? Turned up nose, sing along. Hasn't got no other bows. Has anybody seen my gal?" And if you run into 5'2", all covered with furs, diamond ring, and all those things, you can bet your life it isn't her. Coochie coo, coochie woo, Gucci 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 goo. Has anybody seen my gal? We all knew that song. Now I know it. So Buddy's got that. He's got it down. He's playing these songs now. Listening to the radio. He's listening to the Grand Ole Opry. He's also listening to big band music, because the big band had come in and around wartime just exploded. Beautiful melodic music. And he was listening to that and picking up on that. As you hear Buddy sing later on in this program, I want you to remember what you learned about things like that, things like melodic melodies. As Buddy grew, he started writing some great tunes. They were all great, though. But something came along to put that guitar out front, and that was electrifying it. You see, the guitar was an instrument in the big band that did something like this. Because it wasn't electrified yet, and they needed rhythm, so they did that chop. The country people did it that way. But when they electrified it, it changed things. The Carters came out with a tune. Did a lot. See, tell me if you remember the name of this. Your auntie!
Oh my goodness
you're late,
sakes.
auntie.
Oh, this rain is something terrible.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
I got wet bloomers. Oh, Louie, it's awful. I came through town, you know. I just got about a fourth of a mile from here.
Yeah.
And
yes.
all of a sudden I saw this red, white, and blue street. Something in my rear view mirror, red, white, and blue, and I thought, boy, he's patriotic. I could hardly see, the windshield wipers were going so fast. Yeah, and all of a sudden he came alongside of me. It was a Park Rapids policeman.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah, he pulled along the side of me like, get over, lady. Yeah, he did, and I have the show to do. And so I pulled over, and he came over to my window, had a big umbrella. Yeah. He said, lady, what do you usually do at a red light? I said, well, I suppose I shouldn't have said it, but I said, well, I just finished my text message. He said, boy, with an answer like that, I better see your driver's license, he said. I said, you know, that's just like you Park Rapids policemen. One of you took it away from me a week ago, and now you want to see it.
You get in so much trouble.
He said, yeah, but you were going 60 miles an hour in this rain. It was a 35-mile-an-hour zone, he said. 65 miles. I said, I got a show to do with Louie, and I got to get where I'm going before I forget where I'm going. At my age, you know, I can do that, Louie.
Right.
Yeah, he started to go like this around his head. I thought it was the rain, but I said, Hutta-matuta. I said, what's wrong with you? Well, he said, we got circle flies here.
Oh, I remember circle
Yeah.
flies.
Yeah, he said, we got all this rain, we got circle flies, and one of them has got under my umbrella, and he's after me. And I said, yeah, I know all about the circle flies, because we had them on the farm in Snooze Hollow when you were little.
Yes.
Yeah. I said, I know all about circle flies. I said, you know, they always hung around a horse's hiney, I said.
Oh, auntie. You shouldn't have said that.
He said, lady, are you calling me a horse's hiney? I said, no, sir, I'm not, but you can't fool that circle fly.
Auntie. Say, listen, I know you want to freshen up, so we'll see you later.
I'm going to freshen
Calm
up,
down.
but you know what? I'm going to freshen up in a little bit. I got ufta, you know, I was such a terror, but I want to tell these people something. I can identify with Buddy Holly.
How's that?
Because I was born in 1936, too.
That's right.
Yeah. I was, and that was my error, all that good music and all that dancing and that at that time. And you see, I'm going to tell some tall tales from Snooze Hollow that will tell you all about that. I'm also going to have some memories of my class reunion that I'm going to share with these people. That'll be the day, won't it, huh? And I have with me, I wanted to show you this, I have outhouse memories. How many used an outhouse? Oh yeah, they're my audience, by okay, sure. Now, if you feel a laugh coming on this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, be sure and let it out. Because if you don't, it will find its own way out later on in the show when you least expect it. You too. I've heard them here in the front row. Yeah, I have. All right. Oh. I dropped my outhouse.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's my memories. All right, take it away, Louie. Thank you, everybody. See you soon.
We'll see you later. Look forward to those stories. Where were we? Well, Buddy was playing music mostly from the Grand Ole Opry, and he was listening to that big band stuff, you know? So, 1946 came along. It changed everything. Because remember, that guitar is now electric. Therefore, the guitar can be on front. And this record came out by Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith was kind of an unknown artist, but he did a lot of things later on. That's Arthur Smith. Yeah, he had a lot of good stuff. He changed the way guitar players play guitar. He truly did, because that tune called Guitar Boogie was made for a guitarist, 2 fingers. Perfect. Kind of like part of a scale, you know? Good tune. Put that record out, it sold 1 million copies overnight. Think of that, 1946. 1 million copies. So they decided 3 years later to re-release it. It sold 3 million copies immediately. In fact, that tune, aside from being recorded hundreds of times in some variety, and the pattern being used over and over again, you'll hear it in Buddy Holly's stuff, it was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in the early 70s as the #1 all-time guitar instrumental. Guitar Boogie, gotta remember that. So Buddy's playing that. You know, he's like, he says, you know, I can play around my living room, but I'd sure like to have some people dance. So I hooked up with a guy named Bob Montgomery, and they started Buddy and Bob. They'd play for PTA meetings. I played for PTA meetings. They played for a sale in the parking lot at the grocery store. How about the local county fair, or the radio station, everything. In fact, I remember talking with one of the Crickets, and I asked him kind of a question relating to that, and he says, we play for the opening of a pack of cigarettes. So what did they play at those dances? Well, Buddy liked Hank Williams. The news is out all over town.